acoustic show. I left my Martin here. Didn't have an acoustic guitar with me. So I had to go around and find one I could play. Most dealers do not, the guitars are just there, whatever shape they came in. They don't set them up. So most of them had action like this up around the 12th fret. Even high dollar acoustic guitars, they just weren't set up. I finally found a nice Gibson Cutaway, but I had to put strings on it. I had to put a battery in it. But the guy let me borrow it, which was cool, you know. And then I got it over there, and it had all these EQs and things. And I couldn't get a good sound out of it. Everybody said it sounded great out through the system, but it didn't sound good to me where I was playing. So that affects the way you play, but you know,
yeah,
I got through it.
It could have no problems. Lil Wayne. I mean, I've kind of got it on the brain. I've been practicing, studying it. That backing track that you did last time, I went home and loaded that up, and that's what I've been playing with. Is it already on?
It's two. Well, she's walking through the clouds with a circus man that's running wild. Butterflies and zebras. Okay, there you go. Yeah, there we go.
Did I get ahead of you?
Well, no, you're just playing the wrong chords.
Oh.
You don't want to play it like that. Did you get that out of a book or something?
I got it off another.
Yeah, no. It's B minor. B minor. That's, you're playing A minor. You're playing A minor. Yeah, B minor. And then it's B flat 7. Everybody gets that wrong in A minor. A minor. Yeah. Yeah, see, even they get that part right. They have B flat minor, but that is not what he played. No pinky. Then to a C. It's B. G. F. C. And then see, if you're playing your G like this, don't move your hand, play your F like that. Play your F like that. C. It's really supposed to be a C6, but we'll let that ride. Yeah. Okay, so. G, F, C, D. 3, 4, E minor to G. A minor. Back to E minor. B minor. B flat, A minor. There was a C in there. And it's fine to do that down here too. B minor, B flat major, A minor. Yeah. And most people, I'm just anal about it. Most people would be fine playing B minor there, but it's B flat. It's B flat 7 technically. But yeah, so that once you got that, it's the same. It never changes. It's the same thing over and over again. I did some
D.
I did some variations now. So you've got E minor here, you got E minor here, you got E minor here. You've got other places, but those are the ones that he uses. And then we got an open G, we got this G, we got this G. We got an open A minor at 10th fret. No sixth string. And then we got A open A minor. We got this A minor. Now I use this A minor, but I don't very often, so don't worry about that. You've got another A minor here. It doesn't really come into play. Really just those two A minors. But it's good to see that they're all over the place. And then C and a C and a C and a G and a G. And we don't use this higher G, but there is one there and here. F, same thing, F, F, F. And then, so that, and then D. And then he uses this D as well. He doesn't play the whole chord, but it comes right out of it. So it's good, but first just get it with the basic chords, and then you can start adding those little filigrees and stuff. E minor, up to G, A minor, and the 3 and the 4, E minor, 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the E minor, 2 and the 3 and the 4 and 1. You don't really have to count it, you just have to feel it, you know. So it's E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 3, 4, B minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's right on the end. It's so quick, so it doesn't really hurt to do it like that.
I found that in paperwork, just looking at the several different tabs, and that change of tempo.
Yeah. Well, it's not change tempo, it's just you change on the end. The tempo is not different. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
From the end of that D, come in on the E.
That's it. Once you get that down, we can play that with impunity without a mistake. Then we can start working on the actual intro, which is fairly difficult. But it just follows those chords. See, it starts off, here's an E minor here. E minor. G. A minor. Back to E minor. B minor, flat 7, A minor, C, he does this. That takes place while the C's going. He does a C6. This is D. Well, she's walking through the clouds with a circus mind is running wild. Butterflies and zebras, moonbeams and fairy tales. That's all she ever thinks about. Riding with the wind. With 1,000 smiles, she gives to me free. It's alright, she says it's alright. Take anything that you want from me. Take anything. So I'm using those cage positions all over the neck here. I got an E minor there, E minor, E minor, E minor, E minor, E minor, G, 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 A minor, A minor, A minor, A minor, E minor, E minor, E minor, E minor, E minor, B minor, B minor, B minor. And I got a B minor here, B flat major, A minor, A minor, A minor, A minor, G, 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 F, 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 C, 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 C. So I do things like when I get to that G, instead of going down and doing it here like I did in the intro, I just slide my third finger up, there's an F chord, so I've got F with the third in the bass, but I keep that one finger common. So
Okay.
that leads me right to C, right into D. So you see the importance of understanding that cage sequence. It's not a method. It's not, well, I'm not going to learn that. I'm going to learn it this way. It's the way the guitar is tuned. So you can do it the hard way, or you can study these shapes and see the neck just completely. I get so tired of people, well, I don't use the cage system. Well, then you don't tune to standard pitch. Because if you don't use the cage system, you're not tuned to standard pitch. That's all there is to it. It's the way the guitar is tuned. It's not a way to learn. It's a way to, it's like saying, I don't tune my guitar like this. Well, if you don't, then your guitar's tuned something different from standard.
Right.
And so, and people do that, but that's not, you can't play like this and say, I don't tune like that. Yes, you do. That's the way you're tuned. So I don't use the cage sequence. Well, you may be ignorant of it, but you use it if you play the guitar. You use it.
Right.
You can't not use it. Right. It's not a method. It's the way the guitar is tuned. The guitar is tuned where these chords repeat themselves. The scale goes with each one of them. And then I've also heard people go, well, it teaches you to play in boxes, just in the, only if you don't have any imagination. If you're a dumbass, maybe, but I mean, all this is showing me, okay, I know these notes, so I can do this. Because I understand the way the guitar is put together. I understand the geography of it. And you can learn that in other ways, but this is so simple to just look at that chart and just go, oh, okay, there it is. Yeah. It's just the way it is. It's not open for debate. You can say, I'm going to choose to learn it a different way. That's okay, but you're learning the same information. You know, some people learn, I've seen people go, this is better. I learned these 3 notes, and then these 3 notes, and then these 3 notes, and that's how I learned my chord shapes. Well, yeah, so did I. I'm smart enough to see that that's this chord in three different sections. I'm not so dumb that I go, I learned this, but I don't know this. You know,
I can hear that those are the same chords.
Yeah.
I mean, I can hear it perfectly. It's just I didn't understand the structure. I did. Yeah. I mean, I knew how to tune my guitar. Just never had the lessons.
It's the same 3 notes over and over. If you have a major chord, it can only have 3 different notes in it. You can play 6 notes, but there's only 3 different ones. G, D, G, B, D, G. Anything different than that, and it's no longer a G chord, it's a G something chord. If I put an A in there, it's a G. This would actually make it a G9 because I've got the 7th down here. If I put the A down here, it's a G add 2. If I put this note in, it's a G, that's a C, that makes it a G suspended 7th. This makes it a 6 or a 13th. 9, 13 suspended, root, add 2, flat or sharp 5. So see, everything you
I
can.
still don't get the numbers. I mean, like, I know what a D7th is. I don't know why you call it A7.
Okay. I'll dig up. I've got a piece of paper.
And a C7. Now I know that's all on the pentatonic.
Well, no, it's all.
I know that the 7th chords are.
All comes down to major scales, not pentatonics. pentatonics don't have enough notes to tell you the information. Major scale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5 major. 1, 3, 6 a 6 chord. 1, 3, 5, 7 a major 7 chord.
The numbers correlate to the do re mi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 1, 3, 5 flat 7 dominant 7 chord. 1, 3, 5 flat 7 13. 13th chord. That's all it is.
Okay. And you're adding it to the bass.
You have to have the 1, 3. That the 3 tells you if it's major or minor. 1, 3, 1, 3, major or minor. You can have a minor 7. That's it. You can have a dominant 7. You can have a major 7. All 3 completely different chords. You can't substitute one for the other. If you're talking to someone or the music is written properly, if it says G7, they mean G dominant 7. They don't make you say that, but some people don't understand that. So if I see G major 7, that is not that chord, it's this. Whole different sound. And some songs will flow from one to the other, like something in the way she moved. That went D major 7, D dominant 7. Touch me like no other. So that's all it is. It's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do is 1, no matter what key you're in. So the numbers, most pros, if you they're getting away from the solfege, which is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. So pros never use that. They use 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So instead of saying do, mi, fa, sol, do, mi, so, it's 1, 3, 5, do, mi, so, 1, 3, 5.
Got it.
And that's
that's a big question answered. I've been wondering for a long time.
And that also helps you if you're changing keys, so it's not only just the notes, it's the chords. The chords are numbered too. In the key of G, G is 1, A minor is 2, B minor is 3, C major is 4, D major is 5, E minor is 6, F sharp minor, F sharp diminished is 7, and G is 1 again. So when I say a 1, 4, 5 in G, G, C, D. If I say it's a 1, 4, 5, 6, G, E minor, C, D. And I say 1, 4, 5 in B. Okay, well I know 1, 4, 5, 1, 6, 4, 5, 1, 6, 4, 5. I don't have to know the names of the chords. I can see the relationship here on the fretboard. So in a pro, like in a pro jam, and I know that the other people are pros, I'll go, this is, we're going to do a shuffle in A, and it's got the 2 and the 5, and it's a flat 3 turnaround. They would know I mean 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's the 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 6th chord. There's the 2 chord, back to the 5, and then the turnaround 1, 2, flat 3, 2, flat 9. So that would be enough information for a serious professional. Not 90% of the people who are at the blues jam would even understand that, but people who have dedicated their life to being a professional musician, I could give them that much information and they'd be able to play that song without wondering what I'm talking about or where I'm going with it. Here we go. That's one really important page. A major triad is composed using the 1st, 3rd, and 5th of a major scale. And in minor triads, flat 1, flat 3, 5. Diminished triads, augmented triads, chord building rules. When a lowering or raising a scale degree create a chord tone, the alphabetical name of the note cannot be changed. So what they're saying is, C, say you needed to put C sharp in the key of A, you wouldn't call it D flat. You have to call it C sharp. You can't change names. It's the note. That's all that's saying. And 7th chords, one other chord beyond triads that can be considered a basic chord. It's the 7th chord graded by adding a flatted 7th to a major triad. And that's just the dominant chord. I've got it. Let me see. I've got another sheet here. I've already given you that sheet, haven't I?
This one, yes.
And see, that tells you everything too. That tells you that in a scale, it's like an E scale, E is 1, F sharp is 2, G sharp is 3, A is 4, B is 5, C is...
Okay.
And then it also tells you that those chord qualities, you can look at this as just the notes, take off, you know, that minor and diminished and all that, or you look at it as the chords. In the key of G, if I harmonize the chords, G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor, F sharp diminished, G major. So a 1-4-5 or 1-6-4-5 chord would be G, E minor, C, D. If I said we're going to play 1-6-4-5 in the key of B, just go down here 1-6-4-5. So this is a calculator.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
like a slide rule for guitar. I tell people that most of my students have no idea what a slide rule is.
My dad was an engineer. I have his slide rule.
My older brother has a PhD in quantum physics.
Really?
Yes, and Einstein was his hero growing up, so I grew up around.
I read Einstein's biography. He was a fuck up as a human being.
Yeah.
He totally trashed his wife. Without his wife, she was a master mathematician. Without her, he wouldn't have discovered the theory of relativity. But he had to give her the Nobel Prize when he won it. For their children. They had an autistic child. Just bubbled over some information.
Do what?
Just bubbled out some information. I read a book that thick on Einstein. His whole everything. His whole biography. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know about his personality, but he's still real well respected for his theories. Most of them are still holding up completely.
Well, they're the basic. Well, now quantum physics is bringing some of his ideas into question again.
Yes, yeah. Well, especially now with I'm going to see that here. What we're discovering with the new telescope is making some things are a little suspect now.
The parallel universe thing is fascinating. And the fact that we're hurling through space on a collision course with Andromeda always gives you hope.
That's something we're going to worry about.
No.
Not even our kids.
Billions of years, I'm sure. Yeah.
The scale of time is so incredible.
I think human beings will get off this planet before that happens and kind of.
Either that or just the species will run its course. I think that's probably what will happen.
Well, that too. Yeah.
That's probably happened thousands of times before with other intelligent species. There's so many things that can happen. You can get, when you hit with an asteroid, we can just destroy ourselves with nuclear weapons. We can.
Are we done? We're done.
Take this. And I'm sure I've got something like this, any of this. I'm thinking.
Do you do anything with lyrics from people who write?
With what?
Lyrics, songwriters, that kind of thing.
You like help with them or something?
Well, like put them to music.
Yeah, I can do that. I've written over 300 songs. Well, you've heard some on my album.
Yeah.
Yes, I do that. In fact, I'm helping a guy right now. He doesn't play an instrument. He just brings in the lyrics, but he knows how he wants it to sound, and I find the chords. But I can also Yeah, I just take a set of lyrics and put music to it, or I can.
Make a copy of that too. There's the set of
Okay.
lyrics. No chords, no music, nothing, just lyrics. And you can switch it around too. It's just a thought, ideas.
And so, you already have an idea of what you want it to sound like or go like? See, that makes a big difference.
Well, they're kind of prose. It's there's always some comedy in anything I write. A punchline, a quirk at the end. So, other than that,
I mean, do you want it to be bluesy? You want it to be country? You want it to be metal? I mean, that's what I
I
need.
don't even care.
I need a genre.
I think blues.
Okay, once I get that established, then it'll go together real easily.
Blues are easy for me to sing if I sing any lyrics. Oh. Let's stop this video.